उधर बैंक ऑफ कनेडा वालों ब्याज दरां 'ਚ 1% वाधा किया जा रहा है। वध रही महंगाई नाल नजिठण लई सेंट्रल बैंक वालों अपनियां ब्याज दरां 'ਚ 1% इजाफा किया गया है। पिछले 2 दहाकिਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ सेंट्रल बैंक वालों 50 बेसिस अंकां दा वाधा किया गया है। बैंक ऑफ कनेडा वालों ऐलान भी किया गया है कि वह मुड़ निवेश नूं बंद करन जा रहा है ते बैंक वालों क्वांटिटेटिव टाइटनिंग भी शुरू की जाएगी।
Our policy interest rate is our primary tool to keep the economy in balance and bring inflation back to the 2% target. This morning, we raised our policy rate 50 basis points to 1%, and we indicated Canadians should expect further increases. Let me expand on each of these 3 themes. Recent data suggests the Canadian economy weathered the Omicron variant remarkably well, and the economy has considerable momentum going into the second quarter. A broad set of indicators suggests that our economy is now moving into excess demand. The labor market shows this clearly. Job growth has been strong, the unemployment rate is at a record low, job vacancies are elevated, and wage growth has reached pre-pandemic levels. And businesses are also telling us they expect they'll need to increase wages further to keep and attract workers. Looking forward, momentum in most major spending components points to strong GDP growth this year. Canadians are spending more on services as public health measures ease, and spending on goods remains solid. Housing activity has remained strong and is expected to moderate, but to still elevated levels. Business investment and exports are both picking up, and higher prices for many of the commodities Canada exports are bringing more income into the country. Higher interest rates should moderate growth in domestic spending as we move through this year and next. At the same time, Canada's productive capacity should be helped by robust investment, improved labor productivity, and higher immigration. Putting all this together, the bank forecasts the Canadian economy will grow 4.25% this year before moderating to 3.25% next year and 2.25% in 2024. The bank's primary focus is inflation. We are acutely aware that already high inflation has risen further above our target. The invasion of Ukraine has driven up the prices of energy and other commodities, and the war is further disrupting global supply chains. We're also concerned about the broadening of price pressures in Canada. With about 2/3 of CPI components growing above 3%, Canadians are feeling inflation across their household budgets, from gas to groceries to rent. CPI inflation hit a 3-decade high of 5.7% in February, above what we projected in the January Monetary Policy Report. We now expect inflation to average almost 6% in the first half of 2022 and remain well above our 1 to 3% control range throughout this year. We then expect it to ease to about 2.5% in the second half of 2023 before returning to the 2% target in 2024.